William here with Patriot Containers. When I first started making these videos, there was one specific company that's been in business for about 6 years, and still to this day, they have the most complaints I've ever seen in a container company ever. And then there's another company where the other company that's been around for 6 years, the owner of that company used to work for this company that's been in business for, I think, 7 or 8 years. And all these companies come from a company called My Mini Casa. They have the most complaints I've ever seen in a cargo container company. And the other company, so I've been in business for 11 years and I don't have any complaints at all. The other company that I got yet another complaint, they've been in business for like 16 or 17 years. But even though that these companies have the most complaints, their complaints have slowed down ever since I started making my videos. But this guy, he gets complaints. If they get one, he gets 10. So even I how do I say this? It's like a restaurant. You know, when they first open up, they're probably a pretty good restaurant, and then the food just goes to shit, and they try to save money, and eventually they go out of business. And I don't. 16 or 17 years ago, I wasn't selling containers. I don't know if this was ever a good company. Some of these companies, some of these companies that sell containers, they're actually ruining this industry for the good guys that want to really do with what's right for people. A lot of these companies are multi-level marketing schemes where their sole focus is on employees, business, and the business owner. And that's all it's about. It is multi-level marketing, recruiting. And that's how these companies make money. And they make money by lying to you to put you into a trap. Well, their company is actually designed for failure for you as a buyer. When you find out that they don't have a warranty, you're going to be pissed. When you find out that they're going to sell you deliver you a crappy container that has major problems, you're going to be pissed. When you find out that they lied to you about everything to take your money, you're going to be pissed. And these companies have a system that benefits them only. The system does not benefit you as customers. And the system that they created actually is a system to screw you over as a customer. Now, when I first started selling containers, nobody had warranties. It was kind of like the best salesperson won the battle. And if somebody was better than you, so be it. But people were always making sales. These companies that I'm warning you guys of with their multi-level marketing schemes, where they only put about 10 or 5% into the customer, but 95 to 90% is all about the company, all about the money, sales, closing. And that's what it is. They have thousands of sales agents across the United States sitting at home with a script to close you and to put you into a trap. And the reason it's a trap is because if you were promised a delivery date and a container never arrives, and then they lie to you and lie to you and lie to you, and months go by, and if you cancel, they have a cancellation fee. So you're stuck into a trap. If they bring you out a horrible container and you don't like it because you got lied to, they're going to keep your delivery money, a restocking fee, and a cancellation fee. The newest lie that a lot of companies are saying now is, if you don't like your container, you have 60 or 90 days to return it. You can get a full refund or money back guarantee. That's the most blatant lie that has no loophole. That is a lie. They're going to keep 75% to 100% of your money if they have to come back and take that container away, and they will not come back with a replacement. That's a blatant lie. The warranty on a waterproof or leak-proof warranty, whether it's 25 years or lifetime or whatever the crap is that they're selling, these companies do deliver rust bucket junks with holes in it, and your warranty is a boat patch. Sorry, that's really what it is for any company. Now, because companies are selling like that to their customers, you have good, honest companies that want to tell you the truth and to do everything right. Now, I have customers that want me to lie, to honor their lies, and I won't do it. I won't do it. I'm not going to stoop to these companies' levels of the scams and the schemes of what they do to you guys as customers. Now, however, I do think there are other companies out there that must change in order to make sales. And I believe this company that I'm about to read the complaint on probably at some point in time said, hey, these newer Pinocchio rookie companies are coming up and they're multi-level marketing schemes and they're selling with lies. We have to do the same thing too. And I can do that too. Of basically lie out my teeth about everything, quote the cheapest junk in the book, and have terms and conditions on my website that screw over customers. Well, I don't. I didn't start my business for that. I started my business to do with what's right for people because I used to work for crappy companies that did this crap. So I'm going to read this complaint. This guy gets complaints. If these companies get one, he gets 10. This guy, I don't know why. I know all these idiot companies watch my videos. I really do. And I watch their videos too. Their pathetic junk that they sell. They're lying. I mean, they're blatantly lying to you guys. It's disgusting. And what's funny, though, is it's like a cult. I've even had the shipping lines tell me when they see these types of companies walking around at the container conventions that they look like cults. Not my words. I'm not surprised, though. So, if you made it this far, let's get into this complaint. I'm going to read it. Nothing new, always the same crap. This guy's very guilty. This company that I'm reading a complaint on, this guy's very, very guilty of taking months to deliver containers. And then when the customers finally give up on the company, they charge them a fee to get their money back. Well, I'm starting to think that I talk to so many drivers across the United States about these specific companies. And they all say, we don't work for these companies. They're horrible companies to work with. My drivers love me because I pay my bills and I don't screw over my customers and I don't have my drivers picking up problems and I don't take months to schedule a container and send over an email to my driver. I get it done right away. Anyways, so I'm going to read this. It's nothing new. It's the same old crap. But this guy just does it so much. So my point being is if this guy doesn't have drivers to deliver his containers, he is a scam now because he's taking an order, holding money, and then waiting for company or people, his customers, to cancel so they can keep a cancellation fee. So let's get into this. I'm going to read it because this crap gets old. It's nice to talk about other things sometimes, but I'm not going to ignore this. I love making these videos, but it's these companies in my eyes are so bad. They're so bad and they need to be exposed. My mission with my YouTube videos is exposing all these companies, all of them. And I'm not going to stop with these videos at all. They're just going to keep coming forever up until I die. And I'm sure probably some of these companies probably won't want to kill me or whatever. Bring it on. So I'm going to read it right now. I had a story posted about 2 years ago. 2 years ago now about the excitement of purchasing our 20-foot container. We paid in full and waited, and no contact but waited. I asked about 2 months later when it would come and ended up on hold up until I gave up. Waited a few weeks longer, and then it still wasn't shipped. I said, forget it. Just cancel the order and refund us. Then we got the restocking fee schedule, and several days later, the refund was finally issued, close to $400 less on nearly $4,000 investment for an animal barn. So, chalk it up to bad business. We still need an outbuilding for our sanctuary and have had to use our own resources even deeper. Thanks, but I won't ever recommend you, and save the comments. You seem to reply like you have a higher IQ to excuse poor customer service. So this person bought a container from this company. They paid $4,000. It seemed like they probably waited almost 3 months with the worst communication ever or blatant lies. And the guy said, finally, just give me my money back. And they gave him his money back, minus a restocking fee of almost $400. This company, I think, has a $350 or $375 restocking fee. They never did anything at all. They just didn't. I don't know why this specific company can take an order, but can't buy a container and then call a driver and then have it delivered. There is no excuses why a container should take almost 3 months. In the worst case scenario that I've seen, where I'm so busy that, and I'm talking about the worst case scenario, and this probably goes back years when I didn't have a lot of drivers, but maybe I had a 1 month lead time, but that's not normal. That's not normal at all. You should have a container on your property. Sometimes I can deliver next day. Sometimes it takes 3 days. Sometimes it takes 5 days. Sometimes it's 7 days. Sometimes it's 9 days. It's a typical average of how long a container should be after your order to when the thing's on your property. It should be in under 14 days. So obviously, this person has read all the complaints. See, this is what you guys do wrong. You guys buy from sales agents that are lying to you and selling this flashy dream. And then you give them an order, and then you find out that their flashy dream, once you take it away, it's a pile of dog shit. That's what these companies, these multi-level marketing companies, are doing to you guys. So he's already read all the complaints after it's too late, and he's simply saying, I've read how you respond to your complaints, and you seem like you think you have a higher IQ. The person that left this bad review, it says mark the impression. If you're watching my video, please call me 888-611-5698. I can help you, and I'd love to laugh at these idiots. I like to laugh at them all. Every time I'm on the phone with the shipping lines or the drivers, we make fun of these companies constantly because they're total idiots. And just to let you know, I guess your name's Mark. This owner does not have a high IQ. He is an idiot. And it is a poor excuse for in fact, how do I say this? I always find it funny when companies say, oh, their customer service is so good. What is customer service? Why do you have a customer service department? I'm going to tell you why people have customer service departments. They need somebody to talk you through all the problems that they have created. If you sell a program that actually works, there is no customer service. You take the sale, you have it scheduled, you purchase good products for your customers, and you show up on the right day, and you do a little bit of communication so the customer is not left in the dark, and there is no need for customer service. So, anyways, guys, that's it. I'm always speechless by these idiots. It's nothing new, but it's just like these companies are are stupid, stupid. They don't care about you guys as customers. They do not. I'm so sorry. They want your money. They want you to cancel. They don't care about if you like your container or not. If you hate it, they don't give a shit. They're going to charge you money. And they're never responsible for anything that they do wrong, ever. But yeah, this guy, I've never seen a company get this many complaints so often lately. This guy is now Pinocchio number one in my book. Just dumb people. They're dumb. Mark, if you're watching this video, they don't have a higher IQ. These are dumb people that don't know how to do a job correctly. And if their plan is to not do it correctly, they are a scam. It sounds like you're pretty cool with it and you wrote it off. I'm the same way. If I go with the wrong company and I lose money, or it's like going to a restaurant and the food's bad, I'm not going to complain. I'm just not going to come back there ever again. I get people call me all the time. Oh, I've bought 10 containers and in the past 2 years. I go, from all different kinds of companies. I'm like, well, why aren't you giving them your repeat business? Were you happy? Oh, yeah, I was totally happy. Why are you calling me? They did something. Well, I'm looking for a supplier that I can call all the time. Well, that's me. Well, I want a rusty piece of shit with holes in it. Well, I don't sell those. Call those other companies. So it's just never ending. All right, guys, have a good one. This one's probably longer than I expected, but it is what it is. Have a great night. Goodbye.